you have an existing child support case and your life has been impacted by recent events, you should call McCoy Law as soon as possible to determine what steps you need to take to protect yourself. The novel coronavirus has been incredibly disruptive to our lives. The school closures alone have placed an unprecedented strain on families, particularly upon those families with separated parents. Let's face it, there are not enough daycares to handle all of the children who are out of school for at least 6 weeks and may still end up being out for the remainder of the school year. To make matters worse, some daycares and preschools have closed down. This creates new challenges for parents, particularly for single parents. When something such as a change in daycare would arise in the past, the normal response would be to file a petition to modify child support. Of course, we can still do that, but the courts have canceled all non-emergency hearings. So where does that leave you? Well, I'm happy to say that McCoy Law is here to help. The truth is that our judges are more available than ever before to sign agreed orders or to have quick half-hour emergency hearings. Don't drive yourself crazy worrying about how to pay for additional daycare or having to take time off work to stay home with the kids. In many instances, the additional costs brought on by the kids being out of school or the loss of income resulting from you staying at home with the children will qualify as an emergency for purposes of getting a quick court date if necessary. Often we will be able to get these matters resolved by agreement, by conducting a settlement conference or a mediation. If we are unable to resolve the matter by agreement, I am confident that we will be able to get you into court quickly for a short hearing to determine whether a modification of child support is warranted. Now is the time to focus on finding unique solutions to the unique problems we are facing as a result of these unprecedented school closures and business closures. Both parents are responsible for their children. These new burdens being placed on the parents in our community should be shared by both parents. If one parent is forced out of work, then the child support should be modified to help ease that burden. If both parents are still able to work, then the child care responsibilities and homeschooling tasks should be shared by both parents as equally as possible. Remember, if a modification of child support is warranted, it is important to file your petition as quickly as possible. The court can only modify child support back to the date the petition was filed. Further, by filing sooner, you will guarantee yourself the earliest possible court date if we are not able to reach an agreement through settlement conferences or mediation. As I said earlier, if you have an existing child support case, you should call McCoy Law as soon as possible to determine what steps you need to take to protect yourself. Right now, we are faced with unprecedented uncertainty. None of us know how long this is going to last. We don't know when life will get back to normal. You should contact our office even if you think you have an agreement with the other parent. It is important to get that agreement reduced to writing and submitted to the court in the proper format so you can obtain an enforceable court order. Your situation may or may not be considered an emergency by your judge. For this reason, you should not assume that your case is not an emergency. Rather, you should contact one of the experienced legal professionals at McCoy Law to find out if there is a remedy for your situation. Call us today for your free consultation. Remember, when you hire McCoy Law, you're not just hiring an attorney. You're hiring an entire team of legal professionals ready to fight to protect you in this time of uncertainty.